3, 2, 1, and we're back. Amid jokes about drawing your sword too soon and all the connotations that come with that.
Just as an update, when he does eat there, he does pull his mace ever so more closely to him.
She appears near Aritha.
Okay.
And she keeps eyeing the bear.
Who is very, very snuggly.
And very, very delicious.
So, you guys travel onwards, and by around lunchtime the next day, forecast because of Varric's rumbling stomach, you guys land and disembark out the front of Carnal Keep.
Yay!
And it is looking rather magnificent. There are banners hanging down the sides of the castle with your symbol on them. There are 2 flags, one very large that hangs at the back of the castle that can show out all the way across the countryside, and one that hangs near the front, which is smaller, but it hangs right above the tower bit, which is right over the front door. The windows and everything have been redone. They've got stained glass in them, and there's actually a stained glass picture of each of you guys in the windows. There's one big group one, which is down the side, which you guys recognise as where the big sort of dining hall is. And then at strategic points in various corridors, there is one each of all of you. Including Arkan. Yours is a little smaller, but you recognise yours is over the corridor to where the treasure hoard would be.
Okay.
I love this idea.
So yeah, you guys are greeted as you disembark from the airship by a flood of people who run out to help you, Vitheritas, herding all the animals towards the keep and spending a good 10 minutes chasing a dire weasel around the ship. Yep, that is accurate.
Run!
You are helped by a large group of people who all very enthusiastically, some better than others, but eventually manage to shepherd all these animals away into what looks like stables that have been converted to fit, mostly to fit your rather large horse, Vitheritas, but it fits everything. You hear mutters of, we'll have to put in an extension. Yeah, we'll get on that straight away. And you hear talk of them saying, we'll make a large pen as well so they can run around. And people go off and start drawing and designing things, and all the animals are taken off your hands. Or any animals you want taken off your hands can be. If there are any animals you wish to keep with you, you can keep them with you, such as your bear, your dire weasel, your bird, etc., etc.
Could I try out my new gift that Arkan has given me?
You may.
Arkan, how is it activated? What do I do?
Think about it.
Myraz! Return! I'm going to use my necklace that Arkan gave me and see if I can get Myraz to back up inside it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, for a moment, after you call his name, he looks up at you, a little confused, and then all of a sudden, with a noise, he disappears, and your weighted necklace feels a little heavier.
Amazing. I'm going to look around and see if anybody else noticed. Looking kind of excited and smug, and I'm going to go, Myraz, I choose you! And see what happened.
Alright, so we're back at the keep, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, Arka's gonna go back to his little tinker shop up in the tower and start making some.
Okay. You are throwing him back out again, Apricity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to see if it works that easily.
You sort of you shake the ball for a second, and then after a couple of seconds, he reappears in front, looking a little confused,
Mm.
sort of shaking his head. But he's popped out.
No, I'm gonna go over and offer him a handful of like pig nuts and be like, "Yeah, buddy, that was good."
He just sort of like snorts. But he does eat the food.
Yeah, cool. Can we see who's there in our keep? Are people coming out to say hi?
Yes, lots of people coming up to say hi.
Aman, Thorn, Mabs, good to see you all.
Yes, you see those guys as well coming out to greet you. Several of them are sort of shushing away members of the town who've sort of seen you arrive and run up. They're sort of saying, not now, not now. Come back later. They're probably exhausted. They go, yes, we're sure they love you too. Just give them a minute. And they usher you inside and shut the doors.
Oh.
It has obviously been 9 months, so the building is clean and spotless. There is new furniture, lots of things on there. Arkan had instructed them to continue to take their payment from the vault as it went on. So Arkan will sort out how much is left in there in a little bit. But basically, they're all still there. They have been paid. There's a lot of people who are still volunteering for you guys. And the courtyard has been filled with all different types of flowers. There's a big sort of gazebo in the middle. There's a fire pit. There's a place for outdoor eating. They've got loads of plants and they've got ivy growing up some of the walls. And they've even got like a little fountain in one corner. And a lot of the hedges have been cut. So they've got like animals cut out of them now.
We parade our menagerie up and down by the gardener and just, just so they've got some ideas if they get bored again in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ragnar is very impressed by all of this.
Yeah, Patharatus will have grabbed Lord Bothwell and anyone who hasn't actually been to the keep and be giving them the tour.
Nice.
The Paladin's tour.
Yeah, let's we check out anything that's changed since he's gone.
He's definitely going to be really impressed with the banner in the Grand Hall.
Okay. Yeah, on the tour, you guys have now all got your own bedrooms. They're all on the same floor. They're on the top floor, and they're all next to each other in a big corridor. They've all been done up to each of your specifications. So, Varric, yours has got oak furniture and green tapestries and green bed sheets on your bed, and the 4-poster has been carved, so it looks like they're 4 like willow trees connecting together at the top. Apricity, yours is a bit like if you imagine combining the Hufflepuff common room and the Wizenforth common room. So it's like all sort of leafy, earthy colours, but it's warm and cozy, and it's sort of like it almost feels rounded. The curtains are really thick with like patterns of sort of flowers and birds on them, and like a pattern of the sky. There's a really huge window looking out at the sky. They've done like a little bird perch for Warmin, which is right next to the window, and it's got its own little window that can be opened and shut on its own, so that you won't let too much cold in if you want to leave it open, so Warmin can go flying. And all the furniture has been made to your size as well, so it's not a bed that's far too big for you. And like you've got like a chest of drawers that's all like the right height, and all the doors and things have got like oh yeah, Varric, did you miss your room?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, your 4-poster bed has been carved to look like 4 willow trees connecting at the top. All of your curtains and the hangings and the covers on your bed are like leafy green and mossy coloured, and you've got dark oak furniture, and it's all like done for you. And you've also got a coat stand which has a place where you can store arrows and your quiver and stuff.
Nice.
As soon as I get very rich, I'll pay someone to make fan art of this.
Oh, so now we're going to make it.
I was going to say...
Go ahead, Arkin. I'll wait.
I was going to say for Lord Moorcraft, he's pretty much going to be, especially in the Grand Hall, he's going to try and look at Veritas going, so you're the master of your own hall now?
One of the masters, but I'm hoping that one day this hall will serve as a base for more of our kind.
Have you been announced as chapter master yet?
That would require it to be more than just myself. And as I thought I was the only way, had asked someone who was wiser than myself to take mastery of the order and to hopefully reforge it into something stronger than we were.
Well, seems you're wise enough to be able to build up this, so as I am the chapter master of your sister order, I can I do have such authority. And plus, I would very much like to retire. I'm getting old.
There's so few of our knights left. And I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, and I don't have, well, to be frank, the brains enough to lead an order to greatness.
You don't need much intelligence to lead. You should have a good head on you and wisdom. You managed to do this so far. I think you put yourself down far too much, Furry. I think you do notice he just called you Vert instead of Veritas, which is
Cute.
But Therida's will smile a bit sadly and go, until there's enough knights for the orders to be strong enough to do what we swore to do. At the moment, even the title of Grand Master is empty when there's no one to lead.
yes, I do understand your point of view on that, but it always starts with one. Give it time, and the order will be back.
He'll just nod at that.
For faith in you, and this much you've been through. Any existing knight, if they see you wielding this, as they see, you see him, he's reaching over, grabbing his maul in the back, just pulls it out, which has engraved in the emblem of the order. This has served me well for all these years. Like I said, I'm getting old. I think you should wield this.
He'll reach out and just place one hand on it and look at it in awe and go,
When you do touch this, by the way, you do feel a radiant light surging through your body.
he'll just stare at it and go, if you're retiring, I will take up your mantle and I will ensure that this great evil does not survive.
I'd like to call it semi-retirement, but I can't do a lot of what I used to. But I'll always be there to guide and help if you ever need it.
That's very much appreciated. And if this order is to be rebuilt, I'm certain that your wisdom and skills will definitely be of needed.
And with that, you now have the Divine Ebon Maul. I'll throw you the stats.
Ew.
Is it one or two-handed?
It's two-handed.
No, it's three-handed.
Oh, gracious.
Yeah, she can hold it for him, it's fine.
It's about 4 foot in length due to the size of them.
Yeah, I think Vithausius is going to start trying to practice to use this one-handed.
Well, you can certainly do that if you have some downtime between now and doing stuffs. Finishing on your room tour, Arissa, your a lot of the servants run up to you and push one of them forward, and a woman very nervously sort of comes forward and goes, Lady Arissa, might we inquire if you are and she looks really like nervous about it, like she's like doesn't want to offend you, and are we expecting a new arrival?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Long story. Baby, how pregnant am I? She actually asks the servant this.
Oh, and like this older woman is sort of shoved forward. Well, I pushes her spectacles up. I would say around 4 months.
Okay, so in theory, I'd have 5 months left, right?
Well, yes. In theory, yes.
Yeah, probably sooner than that.
Oh, I see. Quite the adventure you've been on. So might we be needing to be making you some extra furniture? And they're just outside your room at the moment. Which, looking into it, you see it's got like lovely, like the walls of the color, like the paper is the color of honey. It's got lovely like floral incense in there. It's got lavender bed sheets and like really nice sort of pale oak bedding, and like makes the bed. It's got books full of sheet music, and it's got a place where you can. It's got like a stand for every instrument you could possibly own, and it's got a stand for your music books as well. And then there's like metallic daisy chains that have been hung round the bed and round the picture rail that go all the way around the rest of the room. And there's like a big armchair and a fireplace and an ensuite. They've all got ensuites as well, but they sort of say, so will we be needing small furniture for a little one?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. But yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's
Although,
no problem. We can hold off. We'll just have some on standby. That's absolutely fine. Come on, ladies, and they're all going to sort of shuffle away. And you hear one of them as they're walking away going, "Thank goodness I told you she wasn't fat."
oh, savage.
Where Obligati Arissa. Reedy's not here, but you'll have a peek in her room. Loads of really tall black bookshelves full of books. A sleigh bed with red sheets. Vitheritas, your room's got a low bed. It's all intercarved with carvings of like great heroes and things. And it's got like old heroic stories and things like all carved into the bed around there. You've got red and yellow sheets. You've got a shield stand to put your shield in, and you've got a huge mannequin to put your armor on. No, her room is black and red.
Can we make the hallway to her room purple?
Sure you can.
No, I'm not gonna actually be that evil. I just wanted to make sure that I suggested.
Ragnar, you are given the guest suite. Well, one of the guest suites. They sort of look at you and go, we have the perfect one. And they lead you to a huge guest suite. It's got a huge bathtub in one corner and then an ensuite bathroom next to it. It's got a huge bed which is shaped like an open clam. And in all like the bedding, it's like got like lilies and flowers and petals all over it in the design of the things. And sort of bluey striped wallpaper, and it's all very lovely.
Is there a rubber duck in the bath?
Yes, there is.
Actually, didn't I leave my 3 ducks somewhere here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have been placed in the bathroom.
Veritas, your ensuite has rubber ducks in it. The Veritas is going to attempt to one-hand a two-handed weapon. That is fine. Yeah, that is fine.
Can I spend some time training the ranger squad?
Yes, you can. You notice everybody has got a lot better as well since you were last here. All your soldiers are risen.
Oh my god.
Go Carnal Rangers, which now needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
Can I get them like matching black and red cloaks with like hoods on them?
Yes, you can.
Nice. I'm gonna do that and then like gonna test their skills.
Okay. They are all pretty good. Not quite as good as you, but they are all hitting the target every time, most of them making chest or head shots. And they are... There's a fantastic gif here of one stick man with a tiny sword running away from a guy with a massive sword who's trying to hit him, but it's just not happening.
I like the little sad face he makes as he misses each time.
It is very sad.
Like just the second he misses.
Hannibal, you've got a room as well, by the way. It's got silvery blue walls, silvery blue bed sheets. It's got lots of books on anatomy with diagrams of human bodies, elf bodies, dwarf bodies. They're not like necromancy books, they're like doctor's books essentially, but they're interesting to you. And you've also got jars, just empty jars, just sat on the shelves because they seem to know what kind of hobbies you have.
Rosie.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Because these rooms are catered to everyone's specific needs, are there like gnome cooking books in Hannibal's room?
Fuck off.
There are no cookery books in Hannibal's room, no.
Like, would she actually need to cook them even? I mean, bro, it's all this rage.
Uh-oh. I like my apples.
Arkin's gonna walk downstairs from his little lab. If anybody sees him walking down from the lab to outside, because he's looking for Verti, he pretty much has it looks like he's had a bomb going off on, like covered in soot and all this other crap, and a little bit singed. But he's just walking down and goes to the Verti. Verti, what the hell are you doing?
Vitheritas will sort of look at Arkin, look at this like great two-headed weapon, and then look at his shield and go, I've largely trained for using shield and one-handed weapons. I wanted to see if I could still use.
I could trade you a favor, maybe.
Theratus will raise an eyebrow and go,
Could
if
you
you can help. Sure.
He can show you how to handle that for foot long heavy.
Arkin will walk out going, if you practice with you, put 2 hands on that. I'll sort something out with your shield if you can give this to the Vignier later on tonight. And he kind of puts his hand up for you to put your hand out.
Yeah, Theratus will take it.
It's a tiny little bead of flame.
Ooh.
Yeah, he'll study it a little bit and then pop it into a pouch and go, I'll make sure she gets it from you, my friend.
Thanks. Cheers. I'll just walk away, try to do something.
Oh, I just realized if you use it two-handed, like you're gonna need Arcan or your fighting style will not work.
Possibly.
Then again, 2d6 plus 3d8 is like that's a lot of damage.
Remember, I can smite on that.
Do you have enough dice to roll?
No. The answer to that is no.
The solution is to get more dice.
That's always the solution, no matter the question. Also, what's everybody's favorite color on the subject of dice?
Gold.
Blue.
That's a hard question.
I can only find one set of my dice, so I only have my purple ones.
Yeah, no, but like, if you could pick from anyone, any color for dice.
Gold.
Orange sparkly.
Rainbow.
Damn it, I shouldn't have done this in voice chat. This is difficult to remember. You know what? Could you just all private message me the color?
That's too fast.
What do you want? Like, what we want as our best dice, or what we would use?
What color you definitely still want for a set of dice?
Oh, okay, I already have orange sparkly. That was my first set.
I'm totally not looking at stuff right now.
I want links to whatever you are looking at.
It's that store that I promised everyone, promised to take you guys to if you ever, show up in the Netherlands with me for a longer time.
Me wanty.
It's the biggest dice store in the entirety of the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg.
I feel like it's worth a trip just to go to that store.
I know, right? Let's take a Tuesday group trip. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Boy.
I mean, they don't have everything on their site, and that's 9 pages of 50 dice per page.
Damn.
Nearly all of my dice come from there because it's, by far my favorite store. Like just in general to be at, it's like I want to live there.
Sweet.
Goddamn, Very, that's like nearly equivalent to a fucking blight spell whenever you fucking cast that.
That's a level 2 paladin spell slot blown just for that much damage.
Worth it.
By the way, that's just the divine damage. That's not including the actual mold damage.
Which you don't need. Alright.
Oh yeah, Barry, did you make note of your extra arrow?
Yes, it did What was it? 5 points of...
Yeah, 5 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And it looks real pretty as well.
1 arrow of angel plus 5 radiant damage. Good for killing demon stuff.
Yeah. I thought you might like it.
Especially if it's severely killing demon stuff.
Mhm.
Oh shit, Hannah, those dice are fucking amazing.
Yep.
Also, blue and gold is your shit, so you're like a Bushwick then.
Meh. I was seeing my OCs. They're just all of those colors.
Fair.
I just love it to pieces. That's why a lot of characters of mine have golden eyes, because my cat had golden eyes, and then I became addicted to golden eyes. I blame my cat.
It's a good choice. It's a good reason. I like it. So what did you guys want to do while you were hanging at the keep, and how long did you want to be here?
Well, we have to get back to the airship city in 3 weeks after we left, so how long did we stay in the other city?
You were in the other city for a couple of days. Was it 3 weeks to make the ship, or was it 2?
It was 3 weeks to craft the ship. Like, until it was fully customized to our wishes.
Yes. In which case, you guys had a few days travel, a few days there, and a few days traveling here. So I'm going to say a week of it has gone. So you've got 2 weeks. Of course, you could go back whenever. It's been prepaid for. You don't have to go back on the day. You can always go back later if you wish, or earlier and wait and, watch over them as they work. Like, come on.
But there just will suggest that we actually go to Risha in the meantime. At the very least, we could try and finish our tasks over there in under a week.
Do we still have the hire of Wyatt's airship for as long as we need, or did he need to be back for a second?
I rented that for 3 weeks.
You have him for 3 weeks.
We
Also,
have dinner first at the keep.
Yes, because food.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to make up rations and stuff, and then I was expecting you have to tinker in your lab after it already. That was the only reason I wanted to come back.
But I just will that night give Navinia the present from Arkin and say it's a gift from Arkin.
Also, before you do that, I'll jump down to you going, Bertie, I'm having a little bit difficult with your shield. It's kind of flying away, and it's annoying me. I'm just going to give you it back. Normally, I may have a better idea. It's going to be a bit easier to deal with. Could you, because I can't carry it, bring your all up to my lab?
Yeah, Pythagoras just will head up that way.
Are you going to go up with him, Arkin? Or are you trying to get Navinia on her own?
No, I was going up there to sort out his mole.
Okay, that's fine.
Then Brie can go down and give it to her.
Rosie, can I send a message to see if I can reach anyone from the guild that I've been trying to join?
Sure.
That I got the invitation for. So I'm gonna send a messenger off to, send a message to one of the guild members and see if they're near.
Yeah, sure you can do.
I'll do that then.
Cool. Just put that in my notes there. Are you sending it as a mental message, or are you sending a physical message?
I'm sending a physical messenger, but with a sealed note with a wax seal in it.
Okay, cool. All right. In which case, a couple of days later, you get a message back saying they are indeed close, and invite you to a secret location with one other of your choosing to come and attempt your attempt.
Nice. Well, seeing as I already convinced Fruity on the boat, I'm gonna, take care of that as soon as I get the chance.
Okay. So in the next couple of weeks, you and the Theratas head off and do your one shot. Bless you.
And when
thanks.
Verti comes back, pretty much your big, massive two-handed maul is magically imbued to you that only you can lift it up one-handed. It's Thor's hammer now.
Amazing.
That is dope.
I've just literally written Thor's hammer in my notes.
Also, what did Nvidia think of the gift then, DM?
Oh, was it given to her by just the Theratas, or were you there at the time?
She would have seen that she gave it to me when I kind of looked at her, went, just kind of awkwardly smiled and went up the lab with Bertie.
Okay, and then he'll give it to her when he gets back.
I was gonna say he gave it to her before he left.
Okay, well, that's up to the Theratas, but yes.
Oh yeah.
No, but Theratos would have given it as soon as he could have and mentioned that it was from Happen.
Okay. She will have experimented with it and thought, and she will have been impressed. But you're not there for her to be able to say anything to you. So she will instead say to the Theratas that this is pretty awesome. And what it is like a little flame bead that she can turn into a bed that will fit whatever form she's currently in. So she shrinks down and makes it like a bed that's the size of a candle. And then she like blows it up so it's big enough. It's like almost as big as a child's bed, and she lies in it. And she says, I believe it would also make a comfortable double, but I won't do it in here because there's not enough room with your bed as well, the Theratas.
I missed that slightly.
She's not going to use her big flamey bed in your room because it won't fit and it will probably damage your bed.
But Theratos will smile and go, you can set it up wherever you like. You're more than welcome to any room in this keep.
Ooh. And she takes her lantern from you that she often uses to sort of put herself around, and she sort of half carries it and goes off and has a look for a room that she can completely take as her own.
Yeah.
And yes, so Varric and Theratas, anything that you guys did and got from your side mission is now in effect.
Nice. Finally, I get to delete the brackets that have been on my character sheet for so long.
Now remind me how much fucking damage I took.
Wasn't that something close to like 54?
Yeah, I took an ass whooping.
So how long are you guys gone?
Literally
The
like
evening.
a day.
Okay.
Well,
So we're all just can we all have like a really lovely party whilst they're gone and like they kind of slink off and we'd like invite.
It'll probably be like a couple of days while they are like getting there, coming back and stuff.
Okay. So we'll throw a party for the townspeople. You know, invite Hired Tom if he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Invite I don't know who else is still there that we know.
Everybody.
Invite everybody. Arista will tell the story about the pigs finally. And those two can go off and do getting the shit kicked out of them.
In the meantime, I'm getting socks.
Getting socks.
You get
Yes,
socks.
that's part of the things that I got. Rosie, you're gonna have to help me with like what the badge, the socks, and the horn did.
Oh yeah, you got an initiation pack essentially,
Yeah.
which had the stuff in it. I'm just finding that page. But yeah, yeah, you guys did that, and you will have all those things with you, and I will find this, which is a while ago now in my notes.
Yeah, Ark is just gonna say to Verti, going, your mall's ready to go, man. It's up in my lab.
They're just look at him and go, I could have used that a little earlier. And they just follow him up.
I'm actually gonna respond to Apricity as she's talking about squirrels' nuts. Also, I love that comment. Just out of game there. I'm gonna respond with, well, we encountered a particularly nasty chest.
Chest.
Well, the therapist will shout over his shoulder, it was a bleeding mimic.
Well, it was bleeding after you fought it.
Where was it that you guys popped off to? You said something about killed something and then just
Oh yeah, some friends needed some help.
Oh, sure. And with a mimic?
With that, I'm gonna just carefully, like, sleight of hand show her my new badge.
Ooh, shiny.
It's very much the same, or looks supposed to be the same, but with the different emblem of what Kel gave you, Felicity. So you should know.
The coin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold the coin in my hand and be sad for a minute. Think
Which side are you holding?
I'm not activating it, don't worry.
Speaking about self for guilt.
Self-immolation. So you went to get a shiny and found a chest and got beaten up, but you're okay?
Well, I'm okay, and I think Verti will be. I could get some potential jobs at some point, though.
Ragnar will offer any assistance he can for Verti. With regards to, like, lay on hands and all that. The healing shenanigans.
Wait, so you're touching Verti till he feels better?
Yes, I am.
I will watch.
Crazy people.
Ages ago I gave out, like, healing potions. Did people make a note of that?
Yeah, I've still got them.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I got that potion as well. That's going to be useful for fucking with people.
So back from my notes, it says you should have a glowing vial, a locked box, a pin badge, some socks, and a drinking horn.
Yep.
Yes, excellent.
And then the locked box is like the tools, right?
Yeah, it's got tools in it, like basically proper thieves' tools.
Do I get proficiency with the toolkit, seeing as I practiced with, like, opening locks for the entire boat ride?
Yes, and if you use this box as well, then yes.
Nice.
The glowing vial, you still can't tell what's in it.
Wait, I was told what's in it, right? It's that potion of invisibility, right?
Yeah. As in, sorry, I meant as in, like, you can't, like, by looking at it, you've been told it, but you can't, like, look at it.
Oh. Nice. Proficiency with that. Was there any specific, like, thing that the horn did? Or is that just a drinking horn?
It's just a drinking horn.
Okay. I'm proudly gonna put on my new socks.
Yeah. The pin badge and the socks are just inscribed with the Thieves Guild logo.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the badge. Well, I'm gonna treat it like the way I used the Boyswick pin.
Mm-hmm.
So I always have it on me, but hidden.
Okay. The Theratas rants about the fact that the next chest he sees will feel the wrath of Helm while healing yourself up. And then later that night, you feel a flurry of anger when you go into your room to get undressed, and there's like a big dressing chest in the corner of your room for all your clothes. You guys have around about a week left. Is there anything you'd want to have done in that week before you head on back up to go and collect your airship?
There was the one thing. Let me check. I had like notes of stuff that I had to do. Wait, seeing as I know that we're going to go to the forest of Iba, can I take actual time to remember as much as I can about the forest? Because, you know, wanderer feet and everything, and just like draw up maps for everybody, and then add like spots that owl bears would like most likely be. And every single map has like a side note of if we see an owl bear, I get a final kill.
Sure.
Also, I would for Arkin, you'd like to kind of mention Navinia had she like a present, and if it knows that she's got a room, if she would want anything else in it to accommodate for her, blah blah blah, all that stuff.
Are you asking Navinia that, or are you asking Betheritas to pass on the message?
No, I asked her myself.
Okay. She has a room. She has taken over one of the guest suites. It's also fancy. It's got a lot of things that are sort of gold trimmed in there, not actual gold, sort of, you know, gold paint and things. And she thinks it's very shiny and fancy. She says that she says that they're building her a bigger fireplace. And that she doesn't really need for anything. But perhaps a fire resistant stand that she could put her fire resistant hat on.
Sorry, what was that? Last part?
She asks for a hat stand that she can put her fire resistant hat on.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute!
Like Arkin would be kind of smile and go, okay, and just rush off.
Can she get the hat?
Cute.
Okay, so the rest of the week passes, and you guys find yourselves back flying up with Wyatt, heading off back to the airship city. You get there. A few people greet you. You don't seem to get a particularly cold reception. Word does seem to have spread that you guys were there when Isabella died, but it seems to be a topic that no one wants to discuss, so nobody brings
That's
it up.
lies and slander. We were there right after she died.
Nobody brings it up to you. You do notice that right in the middle of the town square, essentially the bit where everyone sort of gathered for the party, in the midst of construction, there is a sort of statue that's being made out of cogs and gears and bits of metal and odd just bits and bobs around the city. It seems to be the mechanists have come together and they're all making a statue of what appears. It's only half done. You can see one arm, the skirt, legs, and the body of what looks like it's going to be Isabella.
Looks like it's going to be alright.
I love that you call it a sacrifice, Varric.
It should most likely be this, right? A sacrifice.
Oh, God.
Because it's Varric. I am going to place some food and some flowers at the feet of the statue.
Okay. That's very sweet.
Yeah. If we're all there, we'll just.
No one really bothers you. No one really speaks to you about it. Everyone around it seems to be very quiet. Even the workmen who are working, they don't talk to each other very much. They don't sort of have a jovial banter back and forth. They're just focused on their work. And as you stand there for another few moments, you see that they finish constructing the fingers on the left hand, which is the only arm that's being built at the moment, and they finish the fingers. They add varnish to the nails and then make it look as realistic as possible before moving on and back to the next bit. And I will pause at this point for the next recording.